G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for what is officially episode number 28 of my cold dual-wielding Reaper playthrough. Unofficially, this is going to be entirely about farming the Alkamos Rings, so we have some keys here, and we are going to head on over to the Broken Hills here, and we're going to go and run the Steps of Torment, however many times it takes to maybe get my hands on a set of purple Alkamos rings. Now, this is almost 100% definitely not going to happen in this episode, but I figured I'd show some farming, maybe show a little bit of loot, and just kind of have a farming episode, because we haven't had one for a while. Now, I need to get down here, so I'm just sort of eyeballing. I think this way is quicker. I've never really timed it. I probably should. This character also is quite slow. What is my run speed? Yeah, not even capped. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to slowly make my way down there. There's an ancient totem out here. If I run past it, I will definitely do it. It could be down here. I think it can also be here, but it does look like it's most likely going to be this spot here. Unfortunate means I get to run the whole way, and I don't even get a totem for it. I do get some loot from the walls, though. Not really amazing loot. I think the first time you go in there, it's a much better chest. But this time, not so good. Anyway, that's fine. Now, this is specifically an Alkamos farming run, which means I don't really care about most of the rest of the stuff in here. So I'm going to skip a decent chunk of this. Now, I do have 2 Shadow Strikes. I have one that's actual Shadow Strike. And, oh, hello. You've got a star in your head. You need to die. So one actual Shadow Strike. One, I nearly died just there. And I've also got the component, the augment one from Vanish here. Okay, I need to be a little careful here, because I was not expecting to have my circuit breakers triggered before I even got to the dungeon. Alright, here we go. So I've got to remember to use... I've got to remember what the buttons do again. I've got to remember to use Omen to reduce incoming damage. Have to remember to keep Shadow Dance active and up. And stay out of the goop. This character is actually quite squish. What do I have in terms of... These are vitality. Definitely need some more upgrades here. Getting my hands on the purple rings from Alkamos himself will definitely help with a little bit of that. I believe that gives a reduced target damage proc, as well as just, you know, kind of damage. Maybe the better way would be to go for resistance shredding and damage from the... Is it Anubis, I think? Anubar, perhaps? Anubar ring, the Magi ring. But, we'll see. We'll give this a shot for now. We've got priests in the area, so let's go and take them out. So we are definitely a little bit rippy here, for sure. Should be okay. Yep, trying to keep Mark of Torment active here. There we go. Get out of the fire as soon as possible. Okay, and yeah, my health is absolutely melting away. Hopefully I can make it to level 99 before I die to a unlucky crit or something like that. What is my DA? Yeah, okay, so I shouldn't be getting crit. I should barely be getting hit by a lot of this stuff. Or at least less. So we got 33-ish % chance to dodge. Or to just get missed, and then this comes with, where is it? 26% chance to avoid, and then on my devotion page... Oh, I don't have the eel. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nah, she'll be right. She'll be right. I do kind of want an upgraded Ilgor's medal. but it's not included in the final build, so I may skip him for now. He'll be a little bit out of the way, and to be honest, looking at how my health bar has been moving, just fighting... I mean, honestly, it's probably the Death Chill Archers, or Death Bolt Archers, or whatever they're called. Just fighting them has been destroying my health bar, so maybe I don't want to fight Ilgor just yet. Like I mentioned, I'm here for Alkamos, however, I will do this little... Okay, I'm going to go in the other door. I will do this little event here. So, we'll go ahead and chuck all the buffs on things. You, I think, are actually doing a decent amount of damage, so you've got to go. Let's turn the loot off. Get Ill Omen on the go here. Ill Omen, of course, for those who don't remember, is damage reduction. It's also damage, but mostly I'm using it for the damage reduction. And I think I need to kill off the archers, because they seem to be doing a lot of damage. Okay. The other thing is, once the doors open up, don't forget to actually grab the loot. So none of this is going to be particularly amazing. And especially don't forget to open the chest here. So we got the Mask of Lost Souls. If I was playing a Kabbalist, I would be quite happy with that. That would allow me to craft the entire set. Craft 4 helmets, or 4 masks, rather. And then you can transmute them. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm not playing a pet Kabbalist. If I was, I wouldn't be in here, because there's nothing in here that a pet Kabbalist actually wants. So I'll probably get 2 runs in on this particular episode. Depends how we go. I'm going to kind of explore a little bit this time, and kind of show off a few things. Oop, going the wrong way here. But generally speaking, and especially if I'm doing this off camera, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to generally ignore everything, actually. Let's leave Ilgor alone. Let's just go down to the next level. If you're skipping everything, or as close to everything as you can get, then it actually doesn't take long to get down here. The longest part is actually getting to the entrance. And then from there, it's assuming you don't have to go up the stairs, or down the stairs, you can skip through a lot of this stuff. Hello? There we go. You can skip through a lot of this stuff just with various different forms of Shadow Strike. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight this. Well, I guess I could skip it, but you know what? I'm gonna fight it anyway. This guy says he's gonna skip everything, proceeds to fight almost everything. Yeah, I know. The other thing to keep an eye out for is your reputation with the Arkovian Undead. Because once you get to Nemesis, you will find Musilaki every single time you come down here. Pretty much guaranteed. With the way they changed Nemesis to spawn in patch 1.2.1, you're pretty much guaranteed to get all of the Nemesis for every faction that's available in a skeleton dungeon. So the Arkovian Undead is this one, which is Musilaki, and you will get him every single time you come in here. Which is fun. Cold Damage Reaper versus Cold Damage Giant Skeleton Man. Could be fun. Things getting healed here. Is that why nothing's dying? Don't know. Okay, these warlocks actually do a decent amount of damage too. We have picked up a double rare there. Okay, let's go in and fight Alkamos. And just wanted to highlight a comment from, I believe it was 295th Street, who basically said, the way to tell if the blue goop on the ground is yours or Alkamos's is, are you sundered? If you're sundered, you're standing in his goop, and if you're not sundered, you're standing in your own goop. So, something to keep in mind there. So, I'm sundered, that's not my goop. He is dying very, very quickly, but, you know what? Let's just see if we can kill him. While standing in the goop. Get out of the goop. Okay, so he did drop Soul Rend. For those of you playing along at home, Soul Rend is his legendary weapon. Dropping it straight up is kind of cool. But, yeah, I'm not really using that. This is a dual-wielding build. Definitely could. So this is designed for Reapers. +4 to Phantasmal Armor is pretty good as well. Technically it's +6 because of the +2 to all Nightblade skills. You've also got +2 to Necromancer skills. So absolutely could swap this in. It does appear that I would gain a little bit of DPS. The issue is that this is a dual-wielding technique. This is a dual-wielding technique. This requires melee dual-wielding bonus. All of this stuff along the top row here, if you're not dual-wielding, doesn't do anything. So I guess I could probably get a few more points in, well, I was going to say get a few more points in Reaping Strike, but that's actually as many points as I can put into it. So, yeah, we're not going to use that. Let's go ahead and pop these chests as well. See if there's anything fun in here. Vanquisher's Armor. If you ever actually need the Vanquisher set, this won't drop. Cataclysm's Eye, I'm probably going to end up melting all this stuff. Okay. I actually didn't need to click on that. We are leaving. So, exit to menu, and we're going to go again. Now, for anyone who's interested, Soul Rend has a 16% chance to drop, which is about 1 in every 8 runs. And for the other 7 out of every 8 runs, you're going to get about 3.5 of his green scythe and 3.5 of his green warsword. And then 30% of the time, he will drop 1 of his rings. He has a blue set of rings, so Alkamos Agony and Alkamos Torment. Between them make up 25%, almost 25%, it's 24 point something, of that 30% chance. And then you have a 2.5% chance to get Alkamos' Touch of Anguish, and a 3% chance to get Alkamos' Touch of Dread. Which, I did the math on this at one point, and I can't remember exactly the chance, but it's something like 50 runs of killing Alkamos to have, on average, a decent chance of getting all of them. I think it was like a 60% chance of having both. Something like that. Anyone who's good with maths, go ahead and do them and chuck the actual percentage, or the actual number of runs you need to have a statistically likely chance of having them. Go ahead and chuck that in the comments, but it's a lot. The actual exact number doesn't really matter because it's, you know, probability and chance. There is a probability, or there is a chance that you can run this twice and have both of the rings. And there is also a chance that you could run this 1,000,000 times and not have either of them. So the exact number doesn't really matter. But it is kind of fun to do the maths on that sort of thing. I'm remembering the number as being somewhere around 50. It might be 60, it might be a bit more than that, but it's a lot. You're gonna have to do this a lot if you want a set of these rings. I do want a set of these rings. I have one set, which is, I think, currently on my Cold Forcewave Battle Mage, who I really need to do something better with because it's a bit of a meme build. Can do Shattered Realm 80, but it's slow. Actually can do... I've done up to Shattered Realm 87 with it, I think. It's very, very tanky, but the damage is not really there, and it's getting to the point where things are living long enough that they're kind of stacking up, and the damage is getting a little out of hand. So I'm checking for a treasure trove over here. It's not there, but I'm checking for it. Let's go ahead and skip as much of this as I can. I'm leaving these heroes behind even. Don't really need to see them. I don't need to kill them, sorry. And they're just kind of slowing me down a bit. I'm looking for something to Shadow Strike to. Checking for the treasure trove there. It's not there. Come along here. I think there's a chance for treasure trove along this wall. It's been a while since I checked the map, but I think that's a chance there. Obviously it's not actually there. Otherwise, well, otherwise I would have opened it. There's a couple spots in here, actually, for a treasure trove as well. So, one of which is just around the corner here. What are you? Void touched. I think he gets Shadow Strike. Let's go ahead and keep that active. Checking along this back wall here. Actually, hang on. Alright, you chased me. You bought this on yourself. Ooh, Mantle of the Black Flame. Okay. That might have better rolls than the one I have on my Warlock, so I will check it. Probably I'm just going to sell it, but I will check. Treasure trove here. There it is. One thing about this build is most of the damage comes from Ill Omen and Amarasta's Blade Burst. So you kind of have to keep those buffs active if you want to kill anything worth talking about. And let's get a wriggle on now. So now that I've killed those things, or now that I've got the treasure trove rather, I actually don't need to worry too much about that. And I've now got the Exalted Stash, which I thought I would have got the first time through, but apparently I missed it. I've definitely got it now, so I don't need to worry about it. And we can go and kill Zathuzalan again. Alright, let's Shadow Strike in there. Give him the Ill Omen. And where's the priest? You know what? There's a priest in here somewhere. You've got a yellow glow, you need to die. Okay. Circuit breaker's triggered there. I should have the turtle shell back here any second. There we go, he's dead anyway. Aggressive of the Sands on this is not really what I'm after. I am checking this because I have a Skater Templar that uses this. And the book in his hand, the book that he has equipped is actually kind of bad, so check that every time I come down here. Alright, back to Suffering, which is a very apt area name. Be kind of interesting actually if they, I'm going to do this event. I probably shouldn't, but I am actually going to do this event. It would be really cool if they added in ring sets like this to the other dungeon bosses as well. Like maybe Shazul could have a similar set but for fire. And these guys probably are doing a decent amount of the damage. Or I'm standing in goop, it could be either one. Maybe Gargle Balls could do some sort of poison or something like that. I just think it'd be interesting. Give these bosses something that's actually rare to farm for. I'm kind of sad that they buffed the drop rate on the Magi rings by so much. I know a lot of people who actually wanted those items are very glad that they did, but, you know, these rings are... I can't say they're the only thing that's actually hard to get anymore, but they probably is not very much that's actually hard to get anymore. Alright, so the right side is blocked. Means we have to go down the left side over here. Which is fine, give me something to Shadow Strike. There we go, and of course that's blocked as well. Alright. Anyone over here? Beautiful. You know what? This is a lot of stuff. So we've got this guy here who's frozen. Okay, everybody's dead now. Just give me the totem. I bet some spawned outside, didn't they? Yeah, okay. That's fine. And they're all run away now, I bet. I'll go back and check the footage. No one's gonna see the answer to this question, but where did the extra monsters from this, where did they go? Is this them? Is it this Balan Voros? Was it him? Yes, okay, I'm getting loot dropping now. Lovely. Emberguard, Gauntlets, Aether Storm Sigil, and Voidblade. So, absolutely not worth. Although, probably going to hit level 100 in this video. Almost certainly. Alright, we're on the last level. What I should be doing, actually, is checking over here. And 1.2.1 heavily nerfed the chance of getting double rares from vendors. But you can still get them. And, is it Mari's car? Is that this guy? I think that's this guy. Yeah, Mari cars. So, you know what? We can search for double. Doublo? Okay, there we go. So no double res. You do also get a random blueprint here, and some components. None of them's really worth talking about. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go kill ourselves an Alkamos. Also, how we doing on reputation? Hated. Yeah, we're getting there. So, it's those priests, I tell you. Priests are the devil. Yes, I'm aware of what I just said. It was intentional. I definitely didn't realize after the fact and try to claim that I did it on purpose. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna kill the priests here, because obviously, but also they can heal things from a decent way away, and I don't want Alkamos getting any healing. I think he probably wouldn't, but, you know, we'll see. Alright, let's just see if we can't tank this Sunder. This is... oh, we're dead. Oh, no. Yeah, that was really, really silly, wasn't it? Okay, so, lessons to be learned here. You cannot tank the Sunder with 13,000 hit points. He didn't even have Soul Rend, he's got the two-handed sword. And we almost made it to 100. Well, that, I guess, is what you get for being silly with Alkamos. But, yeah, I guess that's going to be the end of the episode. Just a quick one today, just long enough to get myself killed. It's been a while since I've lost a character in hardcore. I guess I got used to having the tankier characters, but there it is. You can still die in Ultimate Hardcore when you do silly things. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this character, and the end of this series, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.